All right, let's get to the latest on the Trump campaign now. CBS News campaign reporter Libby Cathey is joining us now with a little bit more. Libby, good to see you. We're just talking to Aaron right before you, and he talked about the fact that the working class has certainly, the blue-collar working class has shown some curiosity about the Trump campaign. Both Harris and Trump are working to capture the union vote. For Harris, it's about maintaining it. For Trump, it's about chipping away at some of those often reliable Democratic voters. But they're not out today. They're not out today on Labor Day. What can we expect in the coming days?
Yeah, good morning, Anne-Marie, and happy Labor Day to you. So while the Trump campaign is not out today, they are getting out the rest of the week, and there are surrogates fanning out battleground states. The former president himself, though, will be in Pennsylvania on Wednesday, all-important state, before Thursday going to New York to give a speech about the economy. Friday, he'll be in North Carolina, another battleground, speaking to the Fraternal Order of Police, a big police union. And then on Saturday, he has a rally in Wisconsin. So today they may not be out, but the rest of the week, we will see the former president on the campaign trail, which now that is the unofficial kickoff to the home stretch of the campaign cycle, Anne-Marie.
Yeah, you can definitely, it is the home stretch. So polling shows that Trump has been losing some ground to Harris as we are sort of, as you say, the home stretch. You could call it the fourth quarter of the race. Senior campaign official for Donald Trump, Corey Lewandowski, spoke about this over the weekend. I want to play some sound.
When you put the two campaigns side by side, there is no question that Donald Trump is outworking, out talking about policy, and outmaneuvering the Biden-Harris Walls machine.
Okay, so I expect him to say that. He's being paid by the campaign. But have we seen the campaign shift strategies at all in the wake of, kind of losing here, or like drifting back, I guess, a little bit here and there in some of the polling?
Absolutely. In the last couple of weeks, the former president has gotten out more than he had in the summer when President Biden was the nominee. Now that Kamala Harris is barnstorming all these states, as Aaron mentioned, the former president's campaign is also getting out there, getting out into battleground states. Of course, Corey Lewandowski, you just heard that clip. That is what he's going to say. The Harris campaign would say they're doing the same thing, that they're the ones out there more, that they're the ones talking policy more. But the fact of the matter is both campaigns know that this election is going to come down to voters in battleground states, and it is a tight race. So they'll keep watching that polling, but they know that it's really anyone's game right now, Anne-Marie.
Okay, so as we mentioned earlier, 8 days away till the debate. What do we know about Trump's preps? Notoriously, he doesn't like to prep traditionally.
Exactly. So the former president says he doesn't do the role playing at the podium like other people do. He says he's a great debater naturally. But right now, Tulsi Gabbard, the former congresswoman from Hawaii, who was a presidential candidate herself in 2020, who debated on stage with Kamala Harris, is helping the former president with his debate prep. And we know from what she said yesterday in an interview that they're going to be painting Kamala Harris as a flip-flopper. They're going to show that she's moving back from her policy stances that she said when she was a candidate for the Democratic nomination in 2020. Now she's changing that a little bit. And so they're going to paint her as a hypocrite. And I'm sure Kamala Harris's campaign plans to do the same. But you're right. Pretty much 1 week to the campaign. We will see, Anne-Marie.
Yeah, we'll see. Libby, thank you very much.
Thank you.